All right, finally got this going. We have after action review bullets for Big Bass Bash 2025. The fall just happened October the 4th and 5th. Congratulations to Phil. He won that sucker. He's been fishing forever, I believe. I don't know a lot about Phil, but I do know that I have competed against him on the co-angler side of Major League Fishing, Toyota Series, BFLs, all that stuff. So he has put his time in and finally got that big check. This is kind of a weird tournament. You don't really, as a tournament fisherman, go, ooh, I won the Big Bass Bash, but it certainly helps things out in the fishing department. So 100 G's in his pocket. Congrats to him. I didn't quite get what he caught it on. I'll let you guys peruse the Big Bass Bash Instagram and the reports over there. That belongs to them, and that belongs to Phil. So I'm not going to say much else about that. Kind of know what the bait was, but I know what Callista Shelton was using that got second place on Sunday with a 285. She caught it on a black whopper plopper. So on Saturday, there was a good flip bite going on in the docks, which when you have a kid, it's kind of hard to skip docks. So you kind of help them cast. She's a really good caster for her age. She's 10. It's still docks though. So certain baits, if you're not in the right depths of water, if you're around docks, it's not conducive for kids skipping consistently. So what worked better for us was to get away from the docks and look for shad. Now, we found some shad in the main lake and a lot of shad in some windblown pockets because there's not shad that we're looking for in every single creek or every single pocket. And it does this every year where it's not fall yet. Now today, I can't wait to get back down to the lake because today we have a little glimpse of fall. We have a cold front that just came in. I don't know what the temperature is, 70 probably, but that's a lot better than 64. So 64 is way better than 84. And we've got cloud cover, and we're just coming off a full moon, so I'm excited to get down there and fish. But anyway, back to the Big Bass Bash. Shad, got to check a creek. If they're not in there, move. Go to the next one. If they're not in there, move. Go to the next one. Find a windblown point or something that is pushing shad in there that they like. If you find that, find the bigger shad, you're going to have bass. You don't have to necessarily throw to the bank for them. Throw around the balls of shad. The shallower the shad get, the easier it is to catch bass. So spinner baits, square bills, jerk baits, traps, moving baits. And then if you have cover around the area that you want to flip to, you can catch a few doing that. But the most fun that we had was with the plopper. So I had a black whopper plopper on one rod. That's the big rod with the bait caster. And she uses spinning rods a lot. She has a big spinning rod with braid on it and a smaller spinning rod with braid. So that's easier for her. And so she was throwing the 90, I was throwing the 120, and we'd switch back and forth because she is perfectly capable of throwing a bait caster. Probably a lot better than a lot of the other people that get in the boat with me. So she can do one or the other. So we kind of alternated. We caught fish on both. The fish that she weighed in was on the black one. We caught it on a secondary point with wind crashing into the rocks. There was shad all over the place. So those ingredients helped us out on the topwater bite for sure. So that's going to get better and better and better and better all the way till Thanksgiving. And then we'll see how long it lasts through December. I've seen it to where it really transitions to a buzzbait bite and a slower less loud, one that's not quite as obnoxious as, a 3/4 ounce crocagator making all kinds of noise. We kind of transitioned from that gradually into little 1/8 ounce buzz baits that don't make very much noise, and they're still biting it all the way up until Christmas. So I've seen that happen. So we've got 2 more months of topwater action. The problem with that is it's going to be hard for me to put it down, because from now till then, that's all I want to throw. Plopper, choppo, buzzbait. You can't hardly beat it. It's so much fun. It's fun getting them out from the docks. It's fun wrangling around the metal and stuff. Speaking of metal, I did hook a huge fish on Sunday morning that I could not really turn. I got her turned and out of the well, and as I got her up on top of the water, she surged back in, and I broke her off on. I was at a bad angle, and she broke me off on the middle on a corner of one of the lanes, or one of the slips of the condo dock. That fish would have got paid. I, of course, can't tell you how big it was. It was a giant. And I know everybody has those stories, but it still makes me want to puke. So that happens. That fish was on a creature bait. I caught a lot of fish on a jig that I didn't weigh in. So just didn't get that big bite. But the bite is fairly good. I thought it stayed fairly good for as much pressure as we were getting. We had boats all around us. We stayed in the glaze the entire time. We never tried to go up the river. There was a ton of fish weighed in at Ivy Bend, a ton of fish weighed in at Red Oak. I know the winner, I believe, weighed in at Red Oak. And that Four Corners to Ivy Bend bite, that's a long stretch of lake, I know, but that seemed to be the section that was doing the best. So that doesn't mean they didn't catch them in the Niangua and take them to Red Oak. I believe that would be the quickest weigh-in spot for the little or big Niangua, would just to be to weigh in at Red Oak. So could have been that, could have been that whole section. So kind of hard to pinpoint it, but Ivy Bend, Red Oak, that's where a lot of them were weighed in. So, upcoming from now that the bash is over, if you do like that river bite, the Red Fox is having a tournament this weekend on the 10th or 11th? The 11th. On Saturday, the 11th, and then the Mobass State Tournaments over at Truman. So good luck to everyone that is qualified to go fish that. And your fall winter series type tournaments are going to start popping up. So let's fish Team Trail. There's some other ones that are additional this year. Just look on the regatta permits from the Missouri Water Patrol website. BassingBob.com is still going. I don't know if they've updated the tournament schedule, but that is still going. I believe Jack Uxa has a lot to do with keeping that going. And I don't want to, I'm pretty sure he's the new owner of that. So that's still a resource that is up and running. Go over there, check that out for tournament reports, schedules, and daily reports. So I know they were updating daily fishing reports every day all the way up to the Big Bass Bash, and then still now. So still a great resource. I put on some little tidbits on LOZ Bass and on LOZ Guide Service, so you can check those out. Those websites are still growing, but they are live. So if you want to get out on the water, shoot me a text, email me. You can book a trip online on both of those websites. It's a little, I don't have it perfect to where, You can request a book and then we can tailor a deposit, or you can pay it in full. I'm still working with the website to get that all perfected. You can always pay me whenever we get to the ramp or I pick you up somewhere. We can fish all over the Lake of the Ozarks. It doesn't matter. The boat right now is in the Glaze. We fished in the Glaze. So if you wanted to catch bass in the Glaze right now, you'd have no problems doing that. If you want to try up the river, that's great. I don't have anything open till the 25th of October because of bookings and tournaments. So the 25th is the first time that I have an opening. And of course, that it will be primetime bow hunting time all the way through November, basically. So there's not really a better time to be on Lake of the Ozarks, in my opinion, is around deer season. Even, November 10th, 11th, you got a Veterans Day coming up. We've got a big discount for veterans. I'm a veteran, so we can get you a very affordable guide trip booked up for bass, crappie, whatever you want to do. Very flexible, tailored for you. Whatever you want to do. Come to the Army Rec. I'm right there. Come to PB2. Whatever you want to do. We can get that set up. But there's not a better time to be on Lake of the Ozarks as far as buzzbaiting and choppo and whopper plopper and any other stuff you want to try. Spooks. The jig bite will still be good. Square bills. It's really a time to just throw moving baits. So chatterbaits, spinnerbaits. It's an easy time. I love fishing the fall, and I love being in the Glaze with the beautiful trees and not very many docks, and it's just, the wildlife has been out, big bucks are everywhere. It's just an awesome time to be on the water. The eagles have been out, so beautiful time to be out, and you're going to catch some big fish. You're going to catch some really, really nice fish. I've got a little spot to where I know we're going to break 6 several times. I'd like to break 7 or 8 pounds this fall. I know it's doable, whether it's on a big glide or a big topwater. Maybe even a big spinnerbait. Every year we catch some giants on a spinnerbait in the Glaze. So if you want to get down to the lake, you can do that. Super easy. Give me a shout. Thanks for listening. Be safe out there. I think fall's finally here. Let's ride this out. Let's see what Mother Nature brings us. Please stay cool.